Looking to escape the summer heat in Europe without traveling to the Southern Hemisphere? Check out Newcastle, a friendly city in northern England. It might not be the first city that comes to mind when planning a trip to the UK, but it's full of surprises, friendly people, a lively city centre, and a few great day trip options. And the craziest thing, everyone speaks English. We are a slow-traveling couple in our 50s, exploring Europe one city at a time with our 10-year-old dog, Dory. In each city, we settle in for about a month, live like locals, and experience everyday life beyond the usual tourist checklist. In this video, we'll take you inside our month in Newcastle, sharing what daily life looked like for us and breaking down what it actually costs to stay here. There were 3 reasons we chose to travel to the UK this summer. First, we needed to get out of the Schengen area. Second, we were looking for a place with a mild summer, and Newcastle fit the bill. And third, we simply wanted to spend time exploring the UK. We arrived in Newcastle by train from King's Cross Station in London, about 300 miles to the north. The ride takes around 3.5 hours. If you are a Harry Potter fan, you might enjoy stopping at platform 9 3/4 at the London station. It is a fun photo spot, but the line is long, so either come early before your trip or plan a separate visit while exploring London. For train travel in the UK, we use a 2-Together rail card. It costs £35 and gives you and your travel companion 1/3 off most adult fares throughout the UK. The same 2 people need to travel together, but you don't have to be a couple. Friends or relatives can use it too. The card is valid for 1 year from the date of purchase, and during our trip we used it on 3 trains, which saved us quite a bit of money. Newcastle is not a touristy city, but we did not care. What made Newcastle special was the people. The locals, known as Geordies, are incredibly friendly and welcoming, and they have a way of making you feel right at home. We loved walking around, talking to people, and learning the local habits. One of these habits, which we took on very seriously, is buying stotty, a traditional flatbread from northeast England, where Newcastle is located, at a neighborhood bakery. Our first stotty was given to us by our Airbnb host, a wonderful person and an exemplary Geordie. Once we had it, we were hooked. A popular tradition in Newcastle is the Sunday Quayside Market, which runs along the River Tyne. We visited the market a few times and enjoyed the atmosphere. Newcastle has plenty of green areas and parks, and we enjoyed taking Dory for a walk in one every day. When you visit Newcastle, you should check out Newcastle Castle, located right in the city centre. It is a historic landmark with a great rooftop view of the city. One of the things we enjoyed was the weather. We never had a day that felt too hot. Most days were pleasantly warm or slightly cooler, like a spring or fall day. On a few occasions, we experienced light British rain for part of the day. Wearing a jacket or carrying an umbrella in July is not something we're used to, but we loved it. It was a welcome change from the heat wave we had just experienced in France before crossing the Channel, and nothing like the intense thunderstorms we know so well from Colorado and Florida. Our Airbnb was about a 15-minute walk from downtown, surrounded by plenty of green space, and right next to bus stops, making it easy to get around. For the month, we paid $2,641.49. We spent about $801 on groceries that month. Newcastle has plenty of supermarkets, but we mainly shopped at Morrison's and Lidl. But the place we loved the most was Granger Market. It has eateries, coffee stalls, even clothes, but the fruit and veggie stand kept us coming back. The produce was fresh, delicious, and way cheaper than in the US. Everywhere we go, we compare the produce we buy to the market we visited in Durrës, Albania, which we consider the gold standard of produce. The Granger Market was 9 out of 10 on the Durrës scale. For dining out, we spent $561.24. One traditional food we tried a couple of times was the Sunday roast, which is a popular meal in the UK. Of course, we got the plant-based version and we loved it. For transportation, we spent a total of $303.98. Most of that went toward a monthly bus pass for both of us, which cost $234.18. Buses were our main way of getting around, and since we rode often, we even got to know a few of the drivers. One joked with us when we boarded with Dory, saying it did not count as a dog walk. The buses ran frequently, which made getting around easy. In addition, we spent $48.03 on a train ride to Edinburgh, and a few extra single bus trips not covered by the pass. I joined a co-working space about 15 minutes from our apartment, which cost $252.79 for the month. It had a good vibe that made it easy to concentrate on work. I enjoyed the coffee, and the facilitator even provided refreshments occasionally, which was a nice bonus. We spent $201.79 on clothes and shoes, which may sound like a lot, but we actually got quite a bit for that amount. Primark is a low-cost clothing store we like, while Marks & Spencer offers great value for clothes. For athletic wear, Sports Direct quickly became our go-to, with a mix of European and American brands ranging from budget-friendly to higher-end. The gym we joined was double the charm, old school, nothing fancy, but with everything you need. It cost $68.40 for both of us. Not only did we enjoy our workouts, but we also made friends. During our stay, we took a day trip to Edinburgh, which is less than a 2-hour train ride from Newcastle. The city is absolutely beautiful, and we plan to come back in the future to spend a few more days there. Since this was the high season, about a gazillion people joined us that day. In addition, we took a day trip to the town of Alnwick. The highlight of our visit was Alnwick Castle, famous as one of the filming locations for the first 2 Harry Potter movies. This is where Harry learns to fly a broomstick. Entrance to the castle cost $32.39. We were running low on Dory's heartworm medication, so we scheduled a vet appointment to get a refill. The cost of the visit was $127.07, which covered a wellness check and a 6-month supply of her medication. The total cost of our 29 days in Newcastle came to $4,990.64, which works out to about $172 per day. This was more expensive than any of the other places we've stayed for a month so far. On the other hand, clothing and activewear cost the same or even less than in the US, and fruits and vegetables were significantly cheaper in the UK compared to back home. Our time in Newcastle flew by. It is a city where you can enjoy the simple life, with mild summer weather, a welcoming community, and an atmosphere that makes you feel at home right away. We already miss it and are planning to come back next summer. Stay tuned for our next video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.